Okay, so what happened yesterday? Well, let's see. My low, my high, my act of kindness. I think I'll say that for my low, I mean, my mom and I did kind of get in a little bit of an argument, but it was really something arbitrary and pointless, so nothing too major. And also, because my mom had see, as you all know, I lost my grandfather to cancer, specifically thyroid cancer. And thyroid cancer is actually something that runs very heavily in my mother's side of the family. You know, I see my grandfather had it, my aunt who, knock on wood, is still alive today. She had it, but, she's fine now. And, my mom went to the hospital to check out her thyroid, see if there's anything wrong with her. And, her appointment was, at 7 o'clock at night, so we would have had it eaten, really, really late. And, it was supposed to be, a half hour long. So, basically, the fact we had to eat dinner a little bit later than normal, that was kind of my low. But my high was, from what I've heard, because here's the thing, the appointment was supposed to take a half hour. She was only in there for maybe 10, 12 minutes. Which means, hopefully, again, again, knock on wood, she's fine. But you never know. Unfortunately, they can't really give her the results right away because there's still, some testing they gotta do or something. So, it's always good. And plus, I got to spend the evening with my folks anyway, which is always great. We had a fantastic dinner. I'll talk about that momentarily. In fact, I'll talk about it right now because my act of kindness involves the fact that because my mom had to go to that appointment, what you saw in those photos I posted on my Instagram and Facebook, I actually made all that. Yeah. First time I've ever actually, made tacos and cornbread before. And I gotta say, I don't think I did that half bad of a job at all. But that's just me. Also, because today at my folks' garbage day, I took the trash cans out to the end of the driveway for my folks. Oh, actually, just one garbage can in the recyclable bin. But that's about it. So, good morning. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Or simply Wednesday if you don't feel like calling it Hump Day. And where I even begin? Again, it kind of threw a monkey wrench into, actually, here's another sort of low that happened. So my father is checking in on me as I'm making the dinner because I'm the only one who can at this point. Because my father can't cook anything to save his life. So he checks on the cornbread, which is currently in the oven, by the way. And I tell him not to touch the oven. And so he says, I'm just going to turn the oven light, which he does. And so, he obviously saw what he had to see. And he doesn't just leave. No, he wants to turn it off himself. The idiot turned off the oven. Surprisingly, the cornbread still came out as good as it did, which I must have, the food gods on my side for not letting the cornbread get, underbaked or something. So, yeah. Not really that happy with my father about that, but everything else is great. You guys are probably wondering why I only had, soft shell tacos in the photo, if you guys saw them. And here's the thing, I grew up with hard shell, but whenever I saw flour tortillas, I immediately thought them with, a flour tortilla can't be used to make a taco. I never thought that. I'm not going to lie. Don't get me wrong. I'll have a hard shell taco any day of the week, for sure. But, honestly, I find myself liking soft shell tacos more and more. Again, it kind of didn't help the fact that the soft shell tacos in the packaging were kind of on the small side, so I legit overstuffed my tacos. But It was really great. You know, I had cornbread with, I spread some little butter on that, which is always nice. It was crispy. It was crumbly. I actually did it fine. And if you saw the photo, you probably know, especially people down south, they love cooking cornbread in cast iron skillets, which, honestly, my mom does have one. In fact, I actually recommended she get one, and she got it. And traditionally, cornbread is made in that. And so, if you saw a photo yesterday, it was made in a, like an 8-inch square pan. So, square pan. And, it was greased up, put in the oven at 400, 16 to 20 minutes. Boom, you're done. And some people are like, well, that's not really cornbread. It's not made in cast iron. Listen, lots of things that I had growing up really traditionally, culinarily made no sense. I mean, like the burgers on Monday night. You're technically not supposed to season your ground beef before you form them into patties, and yet my mom's always made with liquid onion soup mix. Guess what, though? They were made with love and hard work, and honestly, that's what made them taste the best. So, I can't complain. In fact, that's why, seriously, if any of you ever showed, photos of mom food, and, it looked good, I'll say it looked good. I mean, it's the food you grew up with. Why would I, seriously, for making fun of the food that someone grew up with to be, making fun of, the people that you grew up with. I mean, they're a part of your life growing up, and like or not, it's going to stick with you for the rest of your life. I mean, I've been both privileged and sometimes cursed to know that I've had the same family for 31 years. And outside of a few additions here and there, I have to say, I'm pretty sure it's going to be that way forever. And by additions, I mean, for instance, my brother marrying his wife and, all my nephews and, stuff like that. So the point is I'm cool. I'm really cool. So, in honor of tomorrow's episode of Hot Ones, I thought I'd do a little bit of research and look up who this J Balvin guy is. So, let's see. Who is J Balvin? And what sort of thing will I be into viewing tomorrow? Let's see. He is, Jose Alvaro Osario Balvin. Nice name. Better known as J Balvin, for short. Is a Colombian reggaeton singer. Is the Prince of Reggaeton. Best-selling Latin musician artist. Okay. Age 17, moved to the United States. Lives in Oklahoma, New York. Okay. Definitely, won 5 Billboard Latin Music Awards, 4 Latin Grammy Awards, 2 MTV Video Music Awards, 4 Latin American Music Awards, and 2 Grammy Awards nominations. Okay, so to say this guy is talent at the wazoo is definitely nothing to scoff at, to say the least. If you couldn't already tell, I have never heard of this guy. Although, I say I've never heard of this guy, and then I'll probably look up what some of his music is. I'm like, oh, I heard that before. And then I'm just going to feel incredibly, silly. See anything else about him? Let's see. Oh, this is nice to see. He supports LGBT rights. Very nice. Explaining it's all about love. A lot of the closest friends are gay. And dyed his hair rainbow colors to show support for Pride 2019. Okay. This guy's cool. This guy is super duper cool. Because like him, I am also straight as well, but I will support LGBT rights because, again, this is all about love. Seriously, if two people love each other and that is a bond that's never going to be broken, I'm never going to say anything wrong to deny or ruin it. In fact, I actually did a video not long ago where I even talk about like why I'm 100% okay with people of that community getting married in the Catholic Church. But if you need a quick recap, my reasoning comes down to, listen, they're not going to go after straight people, okay? Like, if a man loves other men and they run into a man who also loves other men and they want to get married, they will marry to each other. You know, I mean, that'd be like, it's not like if a man who loves other men, say, falls in love with someone like me, like I'm in danger. Especially when I'm pretty sure as an adult they would know that no means no. Or if you're already married, they can just look at your left hand and see, you know, there'd be a ring right there. So they would know that they are off the market, so to speak. My point is, if you really are worried about gays getting married, then I don't want to be your friend. Because honestly, that's not cool. That is not cool. You know, yes, I have heard my fair share of, you know, jokes against them. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't laugh at them, because at the time they sounded funny, but that's behind me. You know, the LGBTQIA community 100% has my support. Again, I'd be an activist if I knew how to be one. Just, you know, I don't know how to be one. Although, then again, I'm the kind of guy where, like, someone in that community would walk up to me, telling me what I had to do. Be like, have you ever walked in a parade? I'm like, no. And then they ask me, like, this is just hypothetical, by the way. They ask me, would you like to march in one? And I'd be like, well, I get to wear a fancy outfit with an equally fancy hat. And then they'd be like, we can get that arranged. I'm in. That's what would happen. So, yeah, sure I would. I mean, I'm straight. Like, can anyone march in that parade, or do you just have to be part of that community to march in that parade? Because, I mean, I'm all about showing support when I'm supposed to, but, you know, if I'm not supposed to, I mean, I don't want to do anything wrong or, you know, bad. I want to do that. I don't know. I guess I'm just sort of reading a little too much into that. Right, I was talking about J Balvin. So, anything else about him? See, Spanish recordings have been praised by music critics. Okay. I think by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon at 11, we'll definitely have a better idea as to who this J Balvin guy is. How old is he anyway? Like mid-30s? Okay, so 35. So a little bit older than I am. I'm 31. Oh, he'll be turning 36 on May 7th. Very nice. I actually remember, like, back in my freshman year of college, like, Iron Man 2 was coming out May 7th. I was just counting down the days to when I saw Iron Man 2. I mean, it was my first year of college, and I wanted summer to come, you know. Yeah, looking back on Iron Man 2 really isn't that great of a movie. Still a fun movie, though. Can't really. Seriously, like, by all accounts, all movies in the MCU are pretty darn great. Or good, at least. I mean, every movie in Phase 3 is great. So, there you go. Anyway, I'm on my own for tonight. And for tomorrow. So I'm not going to see my folks for a couple of days. It's fine. You know, I can use some time to myself. It'd be really cool. You know, gives me some perspective, gives me some, you know, much needed, you know, downtime, rest, and relaxation. You know, don't know what else to say other than, you know, honestly, it should be a very nice, relaxing couple of days. Hopefully. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe, and follow me, especially if I'm tweeting us on YouTube. I'm here holding this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy. We have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. Or again, simply Wednesday. Again, I love calling it hump day, but I really should be calling it Wednesday too. And remember, you guys want to talk so much, you'll be here to let me know, and I'll tell you back. Take care, and make good choices. Have a nice day.